Good morning, students. Welcome to Good Samaritan School Online HPE Health and Nutrition class. Today, Health and Nutrition class, I will talk about food and its functions. So, the word food brings to our mind with countless images. So, in Indian society, in our society, food is associated with worship and dignity, with celebration and mournings or sorrow, with family gatherings and with community feasting. It is closely interwoven with every feature of our existence. This is not surprisingly because food plays a crucial role in our lives, but food sustains us, it nourishes us, and the food is the life giver. So the term food refers to anything which nourishes the body. It would obviously include solid, semi-solid, and liquid, which can be consumed and which helps to sustain the body and keep it healthy. We all know that food is a basic necessity. Have you ever wondered why food is a basic necessity? Food is essential because it contains substances which perform important functions in our body. These essential substances contributed by our food are called nutrients. If these nutrients are not present in our food in sufficient amounts, the result is ill health and some cases even death. So, food also contains many substances which are non-nutrients. Example, coloring in the food and flavor substances in the food. Fiber and water uh, are those components which does not provide energy or calories, and they are called non-nutritive foods. Food is therefore a complex mixture of different nutrients and non-nutrients. You are now familiar with the fact that food consists in part of various nutrients. You may be surprised to know that there are over 40 essential nutrients which are supplied by the food we eat. These nutrients can be classified into their categories: carbohydrates, proteins, fat, vitamin, mineral, and water. Each of the nutrient categories has a specific physiological role to play. Here, physiological role refers to the role of foods in maintaining certain specific body functions. So the physiological functions performed by the food are the energy giving, body building, protective, and regulatory functions. We need energy every moment of our lives for performing various type of activities such as sitting, standing, walking, and running, and performing all the household and other tasks. You may not be aware of it, but several activities take place within the body as well. Example, beating of the heart, contraction of the intestine and your muscle, expansion and contraction of the lungs. Activities performed within the body also require expenditure of energy. The energy giving functions of food is basically performed by two nutrients, that is carbohydrates and fats. This is why these nutrients are also referred as the body fuels. The situation is similar to the burning of coals or wood, which are familiar fuels. When these fuels are burned, energy is released in the form of heat and light. Example, in the train, when a coal is thrown, it is burned and it releases heat and converted into energy. Uh, so similarly, carbohydrates and fat burn in the body, and the energy that this substance release to perform the various activities in our body, and that is why it is called energy giving. Food is also needed for growth and repair. What is meant by these two terms? As you know, our body is made up of millions of units called cells. When growth takes place, new cells are added to the old or existing one, and the old one also increase in size. On the other hand, cells do get worn out and die. These cells have to be replaced. This process is called repair. For both growth and repair, protein are necessary. We can understand the role of proteins in growth and development if we just think of the tremendous increase in our height and weight that occurs from infancy to adulthood. So this is made possible by the process of growth. And the other major physiological functions performed by the foot are the protective and regulatory functions. Let's talk about the protective first. Protective means preventing infection by ensuring proper functions of the body systems that is responsible for fighting infections. Even if a person does develop any infection or any other type of illness, food and nutrition help them to recover quickly. But if a person eating a poor diet, it will take much longer to recover, and he will get ill more easily as well. And the regulatory functions refer to the role of food in controlling body process. As you are aware of several processes that take place in the body, such as the beating of the heart, maintenance of the body temperature, and contraction of muscle. Each of the processes controlled. Our body temperature, for example, is maintained to 37 degrees Celsius. Similarly, the rate at which the heart beat is also maintained. So this is achieved by certain specific nutrients uh, and their regulatory functions. So vitamin, minerals, and protein contribute subsequently to both protective and regulatory functions. So does the water. So that's all for today. We'll talk about the components of food and more in the next class. Thank you so much for joining with me till the end. Thank you. Have a good day.